you know that we have 2 visitor centers, one here at the Plaza in Sonoma, one at Jacuzzi Winery, close on the way to Ceja.
Very close.
And we get all sorts of questions. People ask us sorts of stuff. So I do, for the end of every podcast, my guest has to pretend they're working in the visitor center and answer some questions.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. We call this We Get Questions. Can I use Uber or Lyft to go between wineries in Sonoma Valley or Napa Valley?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
It's actually, we encourage that.
Right.
Many of our guests, actually a very large percentage of our guests that come to our taste room come via Uber or Lyft.
Oh, they do? Great.
Yes.
Okay. And I think absolutely, especially, and you're a great example. In the Carneros area, it's very easy to get an Uber or Lyft in Napa.
Yes.
The one caution I do say is when you get further up where the cell phone doesn't work, so sometimes in the mountains your cell phone won't work, don't rely on it. Ask the tasting room for help or prearrange it. So if you're going to be up on like Moon Mountain or up on like Howell Mountain or something like that, you might have to make sure your phone works to call it. But you're right, Uber and Lyft is a good option, especially if you're only doing 2 wineries like you said, and you don't want to rent an entire tour for the whole day. It just helps you go from place to place. Right?
Yes, and in between, stop at, I love coming to the plaza here in Sonoma, and there are so many great places to dine.
Right, yeah.
I can just spend an entire week.
Yeah, I just walk around
through downtown
Well, and
Sonoma.
you're a chef. We have the original Williams Sonoma here.
Yes.
So if you absolutely need to buy something you didn't know you needed, because every time I walk in there, I'm like, I think I need that pan. Right?
It's scary because I go for one thing and I live with about 10.
Oh, I know. And you're like, what just happened? Well, I've got a bunch of pomegranates now. And I'm like, I bet you there's a way. If I go to Williams Sonoma, they'll tell me how to get those seeds and juice them because I have so many pomegranates.
I love pomegranates. They're so good. And this is the ideal location to grow pomegranates.
It is? The good Mediterranean and stuff there?
Yes.
Okay, here's another question we got. It came in on Facebook from a man named Rosario. Rosario. The question was, what if I don't drink wine? Are there things to do?
Oh, yes.
Okay,
oh my
what
gosh.
are they?
Well, number one,
Yes.
if you're a foodie, there's such a plethora of restaurants, and Sonoma is 5 times larger than Napa. So you have all of these little pockets areas. I mean, from Hillsburg, Cloverdale to Santa Rosa, Petaluma. It's Occidental and Sonoma.
Oh, good job on Occidental. Not many people go out there. That's a great one. Yeah.
Oh, I actually really like going there.
Yeah, it's a cute little town.
And it's such a beautiful ride there.
Right.
So, but there and hiking. Oh my gosh, going to the coast for hikes. I mean, going even just literally. I just spent an entire week literally just going looking for cheese in Sonoma. I mean, hiking.
Right.
Jack London Park, which is oh my God, just down.
Right.
It's one of my favorite places to hike.
Okay.
And you can bring a picnic. Oh my gosh! And then there are music festivals in the summer. I mean, there's so much to do. Just to go online and look up our events. I mean, and see. I mean, there's a lot to do, not just about wine. Well. Number one, aesthetically, the beauty, the topography, the coast. I mean, it's so stunningly beautiful. I strongly recommend just coming, even if you don't drink wine, come for the beauty, for the food, for the hikes, for nature.
Rosario, you got all the answers right there. So I'll put that back on Facebook. So that was a good answer. Good job. Okay, here's one. I would like to buy locally made crafts. Where can I find a place?
Oh, you know what I love? I actually, and this summer we spent a lot of, almost every Tuesday we came to the plaza here in Sonoma together with friends, and there are some, not only fruits and veggies, but also, and really awesome food trucks, but lots of other stuff.
Right.
But there are like if you're traveling on the coast, there are so many, all of these like really neat little local shops with ceramics.
Right.
But there are also a lot of art studios.
A lot of art studios.
A lot of art studios. And on at the farmers markets, I mean, you can find also a lot of local crafts.
You're right. We just had, so Fridays here in town, we have the year-round market.
Yes,
and they have
which I
the
love.
craft lady was there selling a lot of Christmas and holiday stuff.
Yes.
Tuesday night market that you mentioned before, which is a big party.
Oh, I love it.
It's so
It's my
much fun.
favorite.
I know people bring their wine, they bring their picnic. A lot of craft people are selling stuff there.
Yes.
But you even mentioned the art studios. There's a group called Art Trails, and they
Yes.
have open studios or studios you can stop in. Almost every little town has a bunch of studios that you can go check out. One weird spot, not a weird spot, but we have the place here called the Sonoma Community Center, and it's an old elementary school that has become an art studio and learning place, and they do sell some crafts there too. But I mean, you walk around the plaza, there's a lot of places. Yeah, so the person asking this, just walk around.
Oh yes,
There's more
absolutely.
places.
Regardless of where you go, which little hamlet you go in Sonoma County, there's local stuff to see, arts and crafts, and to buy and bring back to your own home.
I love it. So, okay, here's the final question. And so far, you've passed them all. You're doing a good job. We are going to a preview movie for the Sonoma Film Festival at the Sebastiani Theatre. So the film festival happens in the spring, but they're releasing some little previews for people. And the Sebastiani Theatre is right there on the plaza. Right there on the plaza. Their question is, we need to find a hotel nearby.
Oh my God, El Dorado.
Oh, see, okay, you're right. Directly on the opposite side.
But then, but I do love the Sonoma Mission Inn.
Okay, great.
And I love
That's also
the
nearby.
Carneros, right on Napa Street,
Mm-hmm.
and also, oh gosh, and
You're
right
good.
now but the El Dorado is just
It's right there.
right there.
It's easy to go to.
Easy
So you're
to
right.
go.
El Dorado's on the plaza. There's also a very small inn called the Wetson Hotel right
yes,
right
yes.
next to it. There's a bunch of an inn to remember and all these like smaller spots. The MacArthur, the Lodge.
MacArthur,
Those are all within a 10-minute walk, 15-minute walk. I mean, the Ledson's within a 5-foot walk.
Literally 5
It's adjacent to the theater.
Right.
And you're right. The El Dorado. That's probably a 1-minute walk. So that's great. Yeah, these are all good spots to go check out. So, Amelia, you're hired. You are ready for the visitor center. If you ever get sick of running the winery, being the grandmother, being a chef, being a passionate diplomat and advocate for Sonoma and Napa, which I appreciate. It's been wonderful having you here. So thanks for coming on.